chaotic school assembly you ever had. When the vice principal made an announcement that we all needed to go to the gym for a very special event, we all thought it was going to be another anti-vaping presentation or some weird motivational speaker. But when we got there, the whole place was decorated in pink and blue. There were streamers, balloons, one of those he or she, what will it be, banners hanging above the bleachers. It was fantastically tacky. We all knew what was going on. Our AP history teacher, Mr. Carter, had been taking a short break from talking nonstop about his precious red Cadillac to remind us constantly that his wife was having their 5th baby for weeks. He was always saying that he hoped to God he was finally getting his son, which should give you an idea of what the guy was like. He wasn't exactly the most popular teacher at our school, let's just say that. But that didn't stop half the auditorium from squealing with excitement, because I guess even a stupid gender reveal party is more exciting than 6th period, which, like, fair enough. They handed Mr. Carter a confetti cannon while a slideshow started playing on the projector. It was all the usual stuff: ultrasound photos, bump pictures, baby socks. Then there was this little cartoon of a baby holding a sign that said, "Let's find out together." Right before he was going to fire off the cannon, I noticed something weird. There were maybe 10 kids standing in the back of the auditorium, whispering to each other, and one of them nodded to another like he was giving her a signal. And then the screen flickered and the music cut, and suddenly we weren't looking at a creepy cartoon baby anymore. The next slide was a screenshot from an anonymous forum. The username was Heritage1st78. The profile picture was that red Cadillac we all knew way too well. Underneath was a comment: "Public schools are grooming kids. I won't let mine be poisoned by that lifestyle." Then another image appeared, this one from a protest. There was Mr. Carter wearing sunglasses and a hoodie, holding a sign that said, "Keep America pure," and doing that salute. As if that weren't enough, screenshots started flickering by, dozens of them, all showing long, hateful rants. He called queer students disease vectors and predators in training. He said that girls with short hair were attention-starved freaks, and that anyone who asked to be called by different pronouns should be put down like rabid animals. He went on about how the F words and T words were ruining education, and that real men had a duty to protect their schools by any means necessary. The last one was a longer post where he said that he kept a watchful eye on students who were spreading their disgusting perversions to other kids. He admitted that he'd make up infractions so that they could be punished, and even bragged that he'd gotten a T-slur expelled over something he made up. The gym was silent. We knew that he was talking about Jenna Carey, who had been one of the most popular girls in school, and the head of the Pride Alliance before she was suddenly expelled over a cheating scandal that no one had really believed. Now here he was, admitting the whole thing was made up. The projector turned off. The gym was so quiet you could hear the paper decorations fluttering from the ceiling. Mr. Carter tried to speak, but someone in the front row stood up and said, "Don't, just don't." The principal practically sprinted to the mic, voice shaking, saying there had been a technical issue, but it was way too late. The Queer Student Alliance claimed it the next day with a public letter. They'd recognized his post from a private group where he'd been bragging about getting kids in trouble without violating policy. They'd hacked his classroom computer and found everything. He got placed on leave within 48 hours. There was a board meeting the following week that got so heated it made the local news. Jenna was quietly brought back to school, and you could tell by her smirk that she'd been in on the whole thing. For a while, everyone called it the blue for boy, red for exposed assembly, but mostly we just stopped calling it anything at all. It was the kind of thing you don't forget, but no one really wants to talk about. I don't think I'll ever have another assembly top that, though.